Steven Spielberg and Scott Sanders.
Good evening. Thank you for being here for this full circle moment, really for all of us. I often say that I've wanted nothing in my life more than I wanted to be a part of The Color Purple. And so in 1985, when I was discovered by Quincy Jones, who was in Chicago for a lawsuit that was being filed against Michael Jackson, saw me on this little show called AM Chicago, and then called Steven Spielberg and said, I think that's Sophia. My life changed forever after that for so many reasons. Mainly being able to see people at work doing their art in an atmosphere that felt creative and inspired and putting together something that was going to be so meaningful for the world. I have to say it changed my life forever, literally. Seeing Steven Spielberg coming here to audition and seeing that Steven Spielberg had his own studio called Amblin put the idea in my head that one day I could have a studio called Harpo. So I'm telling you, it just grounded me in incredible ways. And this film tonight that you're about to see could not have happened without the original, and it couldn't have happened without Steven Spielberg's allowing it to happen. I had to call Steven, Scott said, you call him, call Steven and ask for permission. We've been asking for several years, like we would like to think about doing this as a feature film. And Steven was like, not sure. And then you said yes in 2018. What made you say yes?
Well, I think what made me say yes was your production of Color Purple, the musical on Broadway, which I thought was extraordinary. And I didn't see the original production. I saw the production you were involved in, which was the revival. And I didn't really know if Color Purple had another movie in it until you and the songwriters and that cast proved that there was another iteration that actually stood on its own with the Color Purple 85 version being its context, but not defining it.
Yes.
This had its own definition, and this was relevant for our time, for now, for audiences today. And I entrusted Scott and Oprah, and of course then they pulled me along for the ride, so I had to come join them.
I had to be a part of it. And Quincy Jones, also one of our producers who could not be here tonight, is the founding part of it, because it was Quincy Jones who first went to you to say he wanted you to do it, even when you were reluctant to do it in 1985.
Yes, he sent me the book through Kathy Kennedy, my associate, and I loved the book, but I said, you need a black director for this. And that was in 1984 when I said that to Quincy.
Quincy insisted that it be you. He says, well, I'm not doing it without you.
Yeah, he said that, and he said, did you have to be an alien to direct E.T.? And I said, well, actually, I am an alien. But you know, Quincy was very persuasive, and the book really was. I saw Alice just a few minutes ago. I hadn't seen Alice in many, many years. Alice was on the set every day. And Alice was very quiet on the set, but after every take, I just turned to look at her, and her deeply quiet confidence and those warm eyes told me, because this is my first grown-up movie, told me after every take that you're doing a good job, keep going. So she gave me all the confidence.
The assurance.
The assurance, yes.
Well, there certainly wouldn't have been a musical. I have to tell you that when I heard that there was going to be a musical, Gail King, my bestie, called and said, you should see, they were like rehearsing, and this guy named Scott Sanders, they're doing The Color Purple as a musical. I said, how are you going to do Color Purple as a musical? What's Celie going to be doing? Singing and sweeping in the kitchen? What's she doing? And actually, she is singing and sweeping in the kitchen. So
she's singing Hell No.
She's singing Hell No. Sophia too. So tell me this, what from 2005, the first on Broadway, now, and then 2015, winning a Tony, all of that, and then tonight. What, were you levitating on the carpet tonight?
No question. I pitching myself every single second. I mean, the idea that Alice Walker gave the world that beautiful novel and that beautiful story based on her family and her ancestors. And
where's Alice? Alice, stand up.
Alice Walker.
Where are you? There's Alice. The mother of the color purple for real.
A story of characters that persevere, that sing, that dance, that find joy in life, that move forward one foot in front of the other day after day, and at the end find their voices and find who they are themselves and bring this amazing family together that you portrayed the first time, and we had the privilege of bringing it to Broadway twice, and now it's played around the world, South Africa, Africa, Europe, all over the world, and then to be able to be here tonight with our fabulous director's vision of how to do it in a fresh new way is remarkable.
Our fabulous director, let's bring him out, Blitz Bazawule. From the time we saw his storyboard, with the purple boots too. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. Blitz, from the time, listen, from the time we all saw your storyboards and vision for this film on a Zoom call, we were all texting each other saying, he's the one, he's the one. And now this is the night, this is the night. And you're feeling what?
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, look what God has done.
Look what God.
Yeah.
I know that you have all these other people you have to introduce.
I have several, but before I do, I just really want to say a deep, deep, profound gratitude to the three of you on this stage. None of what I was able to do would be possible without your generosity and allowing me to make my movie. And that I am deeply thankful for. It's Oprah Winfrey, Steven Spielberg, Scott Sanders, Quincy Jones, who is a real with us. So thank you all. As we all know, The Color Purple is a cornerstone of culture. Not just Black culture, not just American culture, of global culture. Of course, starting with Alice Walker's brilliant Pulitzer Prize-winning book. It's where it all begins. Steven Spielberg's cinematic classic, and of course, the Tony Award-winning Broadway play. I am truly blessed and honored to contribute to this canon, this masterful canon that has really sprawled into a multiverse. That is The Color Purple. I wouldn't be able to do it without, of course, the Warner Brothers family, who were kind enough. Please, applause, thank you. Of course, David Zaslav, Pam Abdi, Mike DeLuca, Josh Goldstein, Jeff Goldstein, Andrew Cripps, Jesse Ehrman, Sheila Walcott, Paul Brusek. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now my incredible cast. I love you all, and when I say this, I mean it deeply. You guys gave your heart, your soul to every frame. And as a filmmaker, there's nothing I could ever ask for. So thank you all. Of course, Deon Cole, who plays Alfonso. You can make some noise. Ingenue Ellis Taylor, plays Mama. Sierra, who plays adult Nettie. David Allen Grier, who plays Reverend Avery. Phylicia Pearl Mpasi, who plays young Celie. Halle Bailey, who plays young Nettie. Gabriella Wilson, you know her as Her. Corey Hawkins, my Harpo, Colman Domingo, my miss. Come on, y'all. The incomparable Danielle Brooks, who plays Sophia. The fabulous Taraji P. Henson, my sister, my dearest sister, who we're calling the Phoenix, who rises out of the ashes, the fire. Come on, y'all. Fantasia. Thank you all for your love and trust. Thank you all for your love and trust. Of course, there are the incredible people behind the camera who make this possible. Fatima Robinson, you were on my pitch deck from day one. You were the first hired. I love you dearly. Thank you for going on this journey with me. I appreciate you. Dan Lawston.
Painting with light.
The Danish assassin, thank you for everything you did. You came in and submitted to The Color Purple like everyone else, and I'm deeply grateful for you. Paul Asterbury, my production designer. Chris Bowers, my composer. John Cole, my editor. Francine Jameson Tunchuk, my costumer. The brilliant Marcus Godley, who wrote our script, thank you. Bernie, Telsey, Tiffany, Destiny, our casting crew from Telsey Casting, thank you. Carol Rashid, the brilliant. Lawrence Davis, the brilliant. My hair and makeup team. And I want to also give a shout out, there are too many to name, but everybody who lifted a finger to help us, transportation, catering, I mean, you know, the Teamsters, everyone, every single person, our grip department, the best boys.
The best boys.
The best boys. Everybody who showed up and gave their heart and soul to this picture. We are truly grateful. Without further ado,
The Color Purple.
ladies and gentlemen, enjoy.
Enjoy.
Love you, Oprah.